All right, check me out. I'm gonna try to put this book in this case and close it. Anybody can help me out here? Anybody can figure it out how we can? No, you can't. Point of this example is, right? This case is meant for this ring. Fits perfectly. This book won't fit in that case. And that's you trying to fit in a space that you're meant to outgrow, that you're bigger than, that you're supposed to outshine, that you're supposed to, move on. It's time to grow. You're trying to fit in spots that you're not meant to fit in, that God didn't call you to be in, that you aren't on the same frequency. And you're wondering why things are going wrong. You're wondering why you're being influenced. You're wondering why you're not going in the direction that you want to go in, but you're trying to fit in spaces that you weren't meant to fit in. So tell me how that makes sense. It looks stupid when I try to put that book in that small case, but it doesn't look stupid when you try to fit in a circle that you're not meant to be in. Like, tell me how that really adds up, right? And that's a problem with so many of us is that we're trying to be accepted by society, that we're trying to be accepted by our friends, that we're trying to dumb down, that we're trying to drop our frequency, that we're trying to stick to old habits, that we're trying to put a square in a circle. It doesn't work that way. It's time to grow. It's time to be big. It's time to shine, right? So if you haven't tapped in, right, if this is the first video you're watching, this is Next Level Breakthrough, where I'm trying to help you become the best version of yourself, where I'm trying to help you find your breakthrough, where we're all going to break these generational chains, these curses. We're going to upgrade. We're going to come together, build, rise, all that, right? We're gonna become the best version of ourselves and change, right? So today we're gonna talk about trying to fit in spaces that you're not meant to fit in, right? And you can't lie, you've been there, I've been there. Sometimes I still am being there. And I know I'm better than that. I know it's time to do different. I know God is calling me for more. But it's like, why? And like I said, it's because we're trying to be accepted by society. It's because we're comfortable. It's because we're trying to stick to what we know. It's because God is saying it's time to grow. God is saying it's time for more. And we're just trying to stay in these spots that we're so used to. Stay in these spots to make us feel comfortable. Stay in these spots where we get validated. Stay in these spots so we're not lonely or we don't have to go through the grind, right? Or whatever it may be. But no, it's time to grow. It's time to be bigger than that, right? Because those friends are holding you back. Those family members are holding you back. That house, that situation, that job, whatever it may be, is holding you back, and you know it. You know it in your heart posture. But yet, every day you wake up and go back to it, even though you know you're meant for more. And it's just you're trying to just squeeze into a spot that you weren't meant to be in. And it's time. Like, this is your sign right here. It's time. It's time to upgrade. It's time to move on. I get it. I get it. It's hard, right? But we got to understand that it's just part of life. It's a part of growth, right? Everybody that grows goes through this, right? So those friends, those family members, those circumstances, that job, whatever, if they're real, they're gonna understand why why it's time for you to move on, right? Because as you're elevating your frequency, as you're growing your consciousness, as you're bettering yourself as a person, you can't desize yourself. And that might not be the right way to put it, but you get what I'm saying. Like, if I'm going to the gym 6 days a week, building my body, I'm grinding, I'm trying to become the best version of myself, looks wise. Why would I be around a bunch of people who just stay home and eat pizza and play video games all day and think it's funny to go to the gym? Like, eventually, I'm just gonna desize myself and slowly stop. Unless, like, okay, I get it. Some people are very strong in frequency enough to bring that group up, right? And to motivate them. But most of the times, if you're surrounded by a certain energy, your energy is gonna be brought down, and you're just gonna eventually start skipping, play Warzone with the guys one time, and think it's okay not to go to the gym and say I'll go tomorrow, and then you miss another day, and it becomes a habit because of what you're around. Or you're around five smokers, you become the sixth. You're around seven alcoholics, you become the eighth, right? You're around people who indulge in lust, so you indulge in lust, right? If you're Christian and you're around people who worship Satan or don't believe in religion, or you're a Catholic hanging out with, you know, scientists that don't believe, whatever, you get the point, right? you're going to de-size yourself, right? So whatever you are feeling compelled in your spirit right now as you watch this video is what you need to outgrow, is what you need to step forward and say, you know what, it's time for something new. I'm going to get out of my comfort zone and I'm going to step into a new area, right? Because when you're 4, it's okay to be in a tiny little room. But when you're 17, 18, it's time to get the big room. It's time to get a bigger bed, right? It's time to get bigger clothes. So stop squeezing into those tiny clothes and grow, right? So again, whatever you feel compelled in your spirit that is calling you, you know it, right? I don't have to call it out for you, right? You know it, you feel it. It's time to go grow. It's time to move on. This is your sign. Let's lock in. Let's move out these spaces that we aren't meant to be in no more, that we're called for more, and just believe it. Take that leap of faith. Trust in God. Trust in yourself. You know what I'm saying? Have that faith and let's go. Let's ride, right? Join the moment. I mean, join the movement. You feel me? You know what it is. I'm off the Starbucks Energizer, so I'm just pumping. I'm moving. But join the movement. Let's go. Hit the subscribe button. Follow me on all my platforms. Let's lock in. Let's become the best versions of ourselves. Let's find that next level breakthrough. Not just that breakthrough, but that next level breakthrough. And let's go crush it, you know? And let's get after it. You feel me? So, like I said, grow and get out those spaces that you weren't meant to be in.